Hey everybody, welcome back. In this short video, we're going to be doing a nice oil painting. Only I'm going to format the video in such a way where it will be sped up, so it's going to be more like a time lapse. That way we'll be able to see the painting come together really quickly, which is going to be cool. Also, I will have a few spots interspersed in the video where I will stop and let you in on my thought process and maybe give a few tips. So what I want to do for the painting is I want to have a really tall mountain come up as the focal point with the setting sun casting a warm red glow onto the very top of the mountain, and then have everything else around it be evening, so very muted and dark, as well as a full moon rising up over the horizon with some cool clouds. Also, I want to mention in the last video I had some comments, people saying that there were some issues with the sound. So hopefully I've corrected it in this video. If you guys think that the sound isn't quite up to par, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, let's get into the painting. Okay everybody, this is what we have to work with. You can see this is just a simple wood panel. Nothing fancy. It's been gessoed, so we're ready to start painting. You can see I put the sketch on already. The dimensions of this panel are roughly 8 by 10 inches. One thing I do want to point out really quick is I probably should have toned the panel, but I didn't have time to do that and I really wanted to jump right into the painting, so I'm going to have to keep in mind that this white background is going to make all of my values seem a little bit darker. So I'll just keep that in mind and we'll go with it. Hopefully it won't affect the painting in a negative way, but we're ready to do the block-in, so let's jump straight into that. Okay everybody, this is the finished block-in. Obviously, we have a lot left to do before we can call this painting finished. This is basically just to capture the painting's essence. So very basic stuff. You can see I even left out the trees. That's a detail we're going to put in later. But basically what we want to accomplish is situating everything where it's supposed to be, capturing the main lines and shapes of the painting as well as the values and color. So what we're going to do now is jump back in and start rendering the painting a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get into the modeling stage. I've been mostly working on the sky, and I'm really happy with the way the clouds look. I might add a little bit more to them, but I'm generally happy with where they're laid out now. Before, I wasn't sure about the shapes, but I like it now. I started working on this peak a little bit more. Basically, all I did was I blended that red into the blue a little bit more gradually. That helps the effect of that light, which we want. Which is due to the fact that the sunset is happening at our backs on the opposite horizon. And because this mountain is so tall, the top of it, the very top, is catching a little bit more of that sunset light, that direct light that is coming over the horizon, which is no longer shining on this part anymore. So that's cool. I think I need to brighten it up a little bit more though. But then we're going to add those trees in and then put the moon in. And we're gonna finish it up. All right, I think I'm ready to put those trees in now. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, nearing the end of the painting. So yeah, we're just about finished. I am happy with how it's looking. One thing I did notice that I want to point out to you guys concerning these trees here. When you see trees in nature, they're very irregular in how they grow and just very unique and unpredictable. And so to convey that, I want to shy away from having patterns in them. Like you notice how this one's really small, and then going up towards the right of these trees, they all just get a little bit taller, and it creates a line right like this that just kind of makes it look a little bit too perfect. So I want to break that up in the painting and maybe add one right over here that's taller, just to help it look a little bit more natural. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're just about done with the painting, but there's a few things I want to do before I finish it up, and that is work on these background mountains here. I want to raise them up a little bit more, I think, and add some more definition to them. Probably gonna make them look a little bit more like mountains. They kind of just look like hills right now. I also want to enlarge the moon a little bit and work on these clouds over here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's add those final details and finish up the painting. So one of the ways I am maintaining the rough style is I'm not allowing myself to go any smaller in terms of brushes than the one I'm holding now. This is probably a number 2 round brush with synthetic bristles. Even though, especially when I did the moon over here, I really wanted to go smaller than this, I'm going to keep working with this brush because I want to maintain that loose, rough look of the painting, which can really be achieved a lot easier if you have a little bit bigger brushes. So now I'm going to work on these clouds here and see if I can't brush them up a little bit. Well, I hate to say it, but the more I look at the picture, the more I want this cloud over here to be dark and not like the mountain where it's catching that sunset light. So I'm just going to change that, and hopefully then it won't distract from the mountain anymore. Well, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, God bless y'all. We'll see you later.